forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
We served our country like those before us.
You know, it was a dangerous area. All of Vietnam was dangerous.
The carnage of war left an indelible mark on me.
We came back and built lives. As time went on, we faced new challenges and found support to handle them.
I went to the VA, talked to my doctor.
I started doing groups. I started doing one-on-one counseling.
At MakeTheConnection.net, you can hear our stories and find tools and services available to you.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Gallbladder problems, gingivitis, a bad back, indigestion, fatigue, low libido, not sleeping well, need to lose weight. Just some of the topics you'll hear about. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Martin. Join me Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Here's how people are learning to make extra money from home at Online Trading Academy. If you have mutual funds or an IRA and you're not happy with what you're making, here's a tip from one of the instructors at Online Trading Academy.
How many of you out there are holding stock right now? You could be using options to sell against that stock to bring in income, like rental income.
Renting stocks you already own? Sure. Learn how it's done at Online Trading Academy.
He had this in his 401k, and he was able to generate $4,000 within 2 or 3 weeks' time selling a call option on the Schlumberger shares that he had that he'd been sitting on for years.
People are learning how extra money can be made from home with stocks and more, all with limited risk at Online Trading Academy. Reserve a pair of seats for a free half-day class to see how it's done in Broward and Palm Beach. Online Trading Academy. Call now, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
To be Oh, yeah. We are here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we can also be heard on WWWE in Atlanta. So we welcome you all here for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And tonight we are taking your calls for not 1, not 2, but 3 hours here. So as you're driving in your car, and I know today has been such the busy day on the roads, we're all trying to get back into that swing of things, that dropping everyone off, picking everyone up, and then traveling around and making sure that all of our little schoolers are all set. And then, of course, there's those school errands. So I know that many of the parents have been out running around this week and this past weekend. So I ask that you drive safely, be aware, eyes on the road, and keep yourself focused on everything that is important, and that would be your family and the sense of love and commitment that you have for the family. The errands, they'll all get done eventually. There's no reason to rush and get yourself all crazed, because guess what? The school year, it's just begun. And we have just begun here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah to take your calls tonight at 1-888-565-1470. And I was sitting with the Spirit earlier today, and it was interesting because we were talking, and we talked about the angels and how the angels are always there to assist us and guide us through everything that we have. And when we make the journey in life, often we feel alone. We don't feel like we've got the, friendship of people. Sometimes we don't feel that we've got the connectivity to our family members. Other times we just feel as if no matter who is around us, we still feel alone. Well, we're never really alone, because we do have our angels and our guides with us, and they're always here, ever watching, ever holding the space for us. And they look for us to ask for assistance. You know, the greatest unemployment rate would be with the archangels and all the assistant angels, because so many of us think that we have to do it on our own. Do you feel like you have to do everything on your own, and perhaps you don't take the time to ask for assistance from the heavens, from the angels? Do you find that perhaps every day you are struggling to pay the bills, or maybe you're struggling to be heard or have good communication in your family and your relationships? Perhaps you're not at a job that you would like to be at, but you know it's what you need to do for now to, well, as they say, pay the bills. Well, what we're all learning is that when we look to the heavens and we ask for assistance, they're always there. But we have to put ourselves in the hands of the higher vibration. We have to put ourselves in the hands of something greater than us. Because when we move forward, what we do is we work with our analytical mind. And it's our analytical mind that will often shift and make all of the difference in the world, because we're focused on what we know to be true. But when we look to the angels and we look to the guides, well, then everything has an opportunity to move forward in a pace that is different than what we can conjure up in our analytical mind. It's different than what we see with our vibrational energy. Everything makes a difference. And when you walk and move forward in your desire, know that you are never really alone, and that every day you have an opportunity to make it a new day. So many of us wait for the new year or our birthday to say, oh, it's going to be a great year. Every day is a great day. And every day we have an opportunity to take a look at everything that's around us and look at the beauty and look at the grace that's all surrounding us, and make that connection, and also recognize the uniqueness and the beauty that is within us. And I know that sometimes that uniqueness brings about, discomfort to others, because not everyone is the same. And I believe we've seen a lot of people rise up against things that are different. And there's been such an upheaval in the world and in the country lately. And it's so important for us all to remember that we all come from the same God. There is one Creator, and each one of us has an aspect, a piece of that energetic flow that goes through us and connects us all. So no matter how different you feel someone is, no matter how different you feel their opinion is or their beliefs, please remember that we are all created equal under the same vibration that was love. And that love is the energy that has the power to shift anything. So when you see on television something that is against how you feel and causes you discomfort, and you realize the atrocities that can happen in this world, send it love. Put the energy of love forward, knowing that tomorrow we could have made a difference because we hold the vibration of love. Sometimes we're so bent on making sure everyone hears our voice and knows our truth. But remember, each person's truth may be a little different than another's, but we're all bound together by the one truth of love. And that energy causes no harm to anyone. That energy does not judge harshly. That energy allows individuals and beliefs to exist as they are in the energy of love. And that which causes harm to another, well, that is out of alignment with the universal flow of love and unconditional experiences that are meant for the experience of our soul to grow. So when you are in this energy and you see things that cause a uncomfortability within self, just make a note to send it love and understand that love is the only answer and is the answer for each one of us to use to move forward to create anything in our lives. And that we always have the assistance of our guides and our angels. And our angels, well, they come in so many different forms and so many different fashions. Sometimes they can come in the form of another human being, just speaking the words of something that we need to hear. Maybe there's someone who gave you a bit of information that you've been looking for a while, and now they gave you that solution. Well, the angels can work right through that person and let you know that your answer is right there before you. But every one of us, each one of us, we have this ability to expand who we are by listening a little more closely and tuning in and understanding that if we ask the question of the universe will supply the answer. And that we are always collaborating and co-creating with that universal flow, and that your angels, your guides, they are there with you. You know, I remember the days when I used to walk the streets of New York on my way to work. And, you know, usually you're in a hurry when you're in New York. We're just kind of running everywhere and trying to make sure we're on time. And I was walking down the street this one particular day, and I had quite a bit on my mind, much like many of you do when you come and sit across from me for your session. And when I sit there and I look at everything that people say to me, I understand, hey, I understand why you are where you are, because we've all been there at one point. But on this particular day, I was walking and I had quite a bit on my mind, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was trying to figure out what to do next. You know, that point in your mind where you need to analyze everything and figure out the solution. And I must have had quite the look on my face, kind of like, I'm really, really thinking here, and I really don't have an answer, but I'm really in a hurry. And I had that energy of, what am I going to do? And this man emerged from this parking garage. People have a way of popping up in New York, right? And this man popped up, and he said to me, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? And I turned and I said, excuse me? Yes, it is. It's a beautiful day. And he said, yes. He said, so it's a really good day to smile. And remember, it's a beautiful day. And I said, well, yes, thank you. And I started to take a step forward. And as I stepped past him, I heard him say, God bless you. And then I turned around as I said, God bless you back. And the man had disappeared. I don't know where he went. Physically impossible for him. There wasn't even a manhole that he could have jumped in. There was nowhere for him to go. So was that really a person? Was that really a man? Or perhaps, was it an angel? You see, they will come to get your attention. And I remember that day. And that day was a day that, well, like most of us, I think I felt like I had to solve all the problems of the world. And I needed to come up with an answer right away. But my human mind, my human intellect, well, it couldn't quite do that. I didn't have that opportunity to rise above the experience of the worry and just be and let the answer come to me. And so I went to my meeting that day, and it was quite the good meeting, actually. And I left, and I still didn't have resolution for the said problems that I had running through my mind. But what I do know is that the very next day, everything changed. Different things began to fall into place. Solutions I never dreamed possible. And life began to take a different shape and fall into order. And I began to understand that sometimes when you don't have the answer is right there in front of you. You just need to wait a bit and trust that it's going to show itself easily. And not worry, how am I going to get the answer? You see, some of us tend to feel that we have to have everything just so. And when we finish one thing, we need to go to the next and to the next. We have quite the checklist. And if you take a good look at our children today and all that they have to do, well, they've got so many lists. And they have so many things that they have to accomplish in the course of a day. It's really a lot of pressure. And then they're always being compared. But how can we compare one unique being to another unique being? There really is no comparison. But we're trained to compare. We're trained to make sure that we measure up to the next person. Whether it be for a job interview, whether it be for a placement on a soccer team, a baseball team, a football team, whether it's an audition for a school play, perhaps it's an audition for a commercial. Maybe it's in the land of dating. We're always being compared. But if you focus on what makes you unique, then that which is unique will match you, and it will be a vibrational match. And the kids, they all feel that they have to prove something. And there'll always be a little bit of competition. We can't erase that. And we also have to make sure that children have an opportunity to realize that sometimes they have to work a little harder. And maybe they don't need to be rewarded for every single thing they do. Because then where's the challenge? Where's the looking for assistance from within, if we're always looking to just make it easy for them? Some of us, when we tell our stories about what our parents used to say and do, well, I remember my grandparents. They used to make it sound like times were really tough back then. And now I look and I think, wow, were they really tough or were they simple? And maybe people had to put in an effort for what they wanted in a different form, but they seem to have a way of enjoying things a little bit more. And then, of course, there's always that story. I often think the angels must have carried my grandmother over 10 feet of snow, because if you hear the story, my goodness, they walked barefoot for 10 miles in 10 feet of snow just to get a loaf of bread, or at least that's how the story goes. So everyone has their experiences, and each person's experience is no greater or less than another, because it's all based on how we interpret the experience. It's all based on how we view the connection with the heavens and our angels, and how much we view whether we are alone or we are supported. But pay attention. We cannot always count on someone else to build us up. We cannot always count on another individual to make us feel a certain way. That really comes from inside. The person inside, that's who you are. And that's the part that's evolving. And it's not for someone else to do the work for you. But the angels are always there with the answers. The angels are there to guide you every step of the way, and to be sure that you do what's for the highest good of you. They can't make us do anything, but they'll always give us a clue. And some of us, well, we're a little thick-headed. We just don't always take the first clue. I've been known to miss a few myself. And when I miss the clue, I go, shoot, Jiminy Crickets, how did that happen? And then I hear the angels, and they look at me and they say, I know, it was a very special moment, Sarah, but we're going to give you another go at it. And they're always there, nudging us. And who are your angels? You know, angels have never been a human being. They are in the hierarchy, in the higher realm of the heavens. And their job is to assist us in different areas. And yes, there's many departments, much like a very high corporation. We've got angels for protection and angels for healing. We've got angels for creativity. We've got angels for music. We've got angels for love. We have so many angels. They are available for us. Angels for enlightenment. They're all there to give you a message and to inspire you. And if you allow your angels to assist you, if you allow them to move forward and let them in, if you follow their prompting, then that book you want to write, you're going to write it. Then that song you want to sing, you're going to sing it. Then that competition you want to win, you can win it. They will place you in the right place at the right time. You know, all the famous people, they'll say, oh, you know, it's many years of hard work, but it's essentially hard work, but then you have to be at the right place at the right time. And then they still have to say yes. They still have to follow that prompt and say, yes, this is what I'm going to do now. And those are the nudges that we get from our angels and our guides. And then there are those loved ones, those that were here with us, and now we wish that they were still here, but they've gone to another realm. Those are the ones that we miss. Our loved ones who we've shared experiences with, our loved ones who we long to have by our side, they're there in the circle of light and love, cheering us on. And sometimes they'll come to us in a dream. Sometimes they'll show up in a way that we can feel their energy, or we'll have a scent of them and we just kind of feel like they were just in the room with us. And some of them, we can feel them nudging us and helping us. But most of our loved ones will. They're not quite ready for graduation to be in the hierarchy. They're still going through their experiences, even though they're not physically here. You see, they're simply on the other side of life, just behind the little glass, a little film of energy, and they are part of everything with us. And they're really never very far away, because they're always watching. And we all have our famous guardian angel. And some of us give our guardian angel a run for the money. We make sure we keep our guardian angel on our toes. We try to run around and think that we are doing everything that we want. But those guardian angels, they have such an opportunity to guide us and to make sure that we stay on track. So when we move forward, know that we're never alone. Everything you do, you have an opportunity to create the world you want, but never alone. No matter how alone you feel, your angels are with you. And I welcome your questions tonight here on WWNN 1470 AM at 1-888-565-1470, because we're going to answer your questions based on what Spirit has to say and what your angels want you to know, and how we can navigate life together. So we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right to the phone lines. So this is your chance to jump right on in, and if you're already on hold, know that we're going to get to you in just a moment. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
One love. ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed, and we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk, and as you listen in your car in Atlanta and you're joining us, we are live on WWWE 1100 AM, and we welcome you to our family of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and this is our 499th show live. So we're so excited. We've been on this journey together, and we are welcoming your calls at 1-888-565-1470. I'm really excited to share the drive home with you. Those of you who are leaving your office, I welcome your participation. And I'm going to go right to the phone lines. We've got quite a few calls that are building up here, and I want to be sure that we get to everyone tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. So if you're driving and you want to drive around and take care of all your errands and then pop back in the car and tune us back on WWNN, we'd love to have you stay with us and pop right back into your house. And while you're cooking dinner, turn on iHeartRadio and listen to us on WWNN, Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I would love to be with you and your family for the next few hours. And I'm going right to the phone lines. I've got Valerie on the line. And Valerie, she's in Boca. Valerie, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, Valerie. And how can we assist you tonight?
I just have a question. My husband and I have been thinking for a little over a year about fostering or adopting a child, and we still are swaying back and forth. because there's pros and cons to both. So I was just wondering if you had anything to say about either one or none at all.
Well, first of all, you have a free will choice, but I'll check with the angels and see what they have for you, because I know that fostering sometimes has a bittersweet. If we don't adopt the child, then we assist the child for a period of time, and then there's that bittersweet goodbye that we have. But there is an opportunity coming for you to foster a child, and that would be something that you can do rather quickly in the process. And I do see that opportunity for you. I also see some type of schooling around you. Is there a need to go back to school for either you or your husband?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
All right. I've got some school energy around you, so I see that there's going to be an opportunity for an additional certification or learning process. There's something else coming, and if that's not in the planning.
Certification, I did yesterday a course, so yes, I would say that.
Okay. So that energy is so much around you, and that's very important in the moving forward in the career, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I do see foster opportunity for you, and that is something that seems to have this 2018 feel. I can't believe I have to talk about 2018, but you know what? It'll be here before we know it. So this is the energy that I see around you, Valerie, that there'll be an opportunity for fostering.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And Valerie, how did you hear about the show?
My father-in-law works there.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and we're going to go to Carrie. And Carrie is in West Palm Beach. Carrie, how are you this evening?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Carrie. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight and the angels?
I'm looking for some advice on a possible career move. I had interviewed for a job, and I'm looking at leaving my current job possibly, but I wanted to see if there was a definitive answer on whether or not I should continue to pursue this or stay where I am.
Staying where you are seems to feel this stagnation, like you have reached the pinnacle of success there. Is that true? We can't really get much further than where we are. Is that true?
It's stagnation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that you have a desire to move up. I'm seeing we have a desire to make a shift. I'm seeing this energy of promotion coming for you. And although this job move initially seems as if it would be more in the lateral position, does that make sense to you?
Somewhat. Mm-hmm.
So this move over, Carrie, is going to give you an opportunity to expand, because where you would go next would give you an opportunity to grow more than where you currently are. So staying put, well, it's better to know what you know and be comfortable with what you've experienced. But what Spirit is saying is that you are ready for a change, and now's a good time in your life to facilitate this change so that you can feel comfortable moving forward. So there's a good opportunity for you.
Can I just ask one more part? It changes the dynamics because it's a different work environment. It would be a remote position.
Yes.
And I have to be concerned with, of course, my family on that one, and I just want to make sure that that's the right thing to do.
Well, there's boundaries when working from home. Yes, you would be working from home?
Yes.
Okay. That takes a little getting used to. I used to work from home, and it does take a little getting used to, but it is something that also gives you a nice quality of life. And some of the opportunities that allow us to work remotely, they will have get-togethers and opportunities to get it together in person as well. So that is something that might work for you. I see that you can do that with your family, and that will be something that will assist you to expand your horizons. You are a bit of a social person, so you might miss some of the social activity of the day-to-day interaction in the office place. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, very much.
So that's the balance that you're going to be looking at. But the big picture is what offers better quality of life and expansion for you as you move forward.
Okay, perfect. Right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Keep us posted, Carrie. And Carrie, how did you hear about the show?
I've been in to see you a couple of times before, and my mom also listens, so she told me to try and get in touch with you about this.
Wonderful, Carrie. Well, thank you so much. Yes.
Hopefully she's listening.
Hopefully she is. And you keep me in the loop and let me know how it all turns out. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Lori on the line. Lori, how are you this evening?
Hi, how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Lori. And how can we assist you tonight?
I just wanted to see if you saw a change in my career or job in the near future.
The past 2 months, the Spirit tells me that you've been entertaining making a shift. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm feeling as if there is another job change coming for you, but there is not a set position that you have your eye on. Does that make sense to you?
I'm just at the stage where I'm not sure if I should start looking or just wait to see what happens where I'm at.
Okay. It is not to wait. It is for you to make sure that all your ducks are in a row. And we all know that looking sometimes takes a bit of time. So to find the right position, it's better to be looking for a job when we are feeling on the top of our game than when we're feeling a bit, behind the 8 ball. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And so to begin this journey with not a care in the world, no sense of urgency, no back against the wall sense, this is the time to begin the search. And there's nothing lost by taking a look to see what's out there. Sometimes what we find is, we've got this opportunity where we are and we're content. And other times we realize that we've wasted time where we are. You see, you don't know until you look to see what's on the other side of the fence. And now's the perfect time for you to do that. And if you open that door of possibilities, then between now and the February month, they take me to the February of 2018, I am made aware that there is an opportunity for you to have left where you currently are, and I see you settled somewhere else. Slightly different job description and title, but I do see change for you, and this is going to be a spectacular time for you to have change, because you've been ready for change for the past 2 months. So open your heart to this possibility, and the angels are going to assist you. I also see Archangel Raphael has been with you, working on healing you from your energy, and you've been very tired lately, yes? You've been feeling very tired?
Yes.
And so there's some energy that's working with you for your healing. So talk to the angels, talk to Archangel Raphael, talk to the guardian angel, and talk to Archangel Gabriel for the right communication to the right participants for everything that you desire.
Okay.
All right, my dear?
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Lori. Thank you so much for your call and stopping in. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And I welcome your questions here live on Facebook, because I just love when everyone interacts with us on our Facebook page, and we are live on Facebook and live on Periscope. And I welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. But at this time, I think we really need to go to Facebook and see what we've got popping up there. And we've got Bill, and Bill's got a question. He actually has a question regarding all the anger and the racism that's going on now, and how we are going to navigate this. And Bill is an author, and Bill has a book that he's published, and I happen to be aware of Bill's book, and Bill's book deals with differences between, 2 characters in his book, and it deals with the energy of bullying and hatred and judgment of another. So, Bill, for you at this time, it will help assist people and create a bigger awareness. To help with this wonderful book, what I suggest is that you put yourself out at many platforms and social media and begin to take excerpts of the book and quotes from the book so that people can begin to understand the concept of your book, your children's book, and they can have the opportunity to use your book to teach their children. You know, there's a song in a Broadway show that's many years ago that's called South Pacific. And there's a song that talks about hatred. And it says that we have to be carefully taught to hate It's something that we learn. We learn in a behavior, in a conditioning, in a human way, how to treat another. And so many people have been conditioned to judge and hurt another. So, Bill, thank you for your book. Your book is at perfect timing, and it'll be of great assistance to the children. And your next book, well, that'll be coming out in the fall. So thank you, Bill, for your contribution to assist all of mankind and children all across the world. Thank you so much. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Margarita on the line. Margarita, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm honored to speak with you today.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to have you here and be a part of this experience with us. And how can we answer your questions today? What can we assist you with?
2 weeks ago, I just arrived from Europe. I moved to the United States. I have autistic son, and there is a school here, which I heard so many good things. So I had to leave my private business there and to move here. So my concern is, will I succeed in my private business? Will I have a good future with my private business here in the United States? That's my main concern because of that's where my incomes for my kids come.
Yes, it's going to take a bit of time for you to begin this networking process and make the connections. But the business spirit tells me is transferable. It's something that does well in your country, but it also is something that will be interest in this country as well. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
And the business that you do does not necessarily, it's not tied to boundaries, yes?
Yes.
All right. And the energy that I see around the business is if I take you into the month of the October month, the mid-October, I feel as if we are fully hitting the ground running and things are on track. And I also feel that there's a connection through the internet. Are there people that you still retain a business through the internet regardless of country boundaries?
Mm-hmm.
This is true, yes?
Yes.
So I see the continuation of this business, and for you not to look at it as something that is limited just to the United States. It is something that you want to look at that is a part of a global experience. Think of yourself, the angels say, as global. Don't look at, I have uprooted and come to this country for a new beginning and a good school and an opportunity to provide for my family. Look at this opportunity as a way for you to be global and to be a global presence and expressing who you are and what you do. And this will translate very well. Do not look at the limits of the move and the transition. However, look at the global possibilities and let this be the birthplace of your next great level. And this is what I see coming for you. It's of the mindset. One must hold the mindset of what one wants to create.
Mm-hmm.
And the children, they will do well in school, yes? Very excited. Very excited.
Especially the autistic.
But it's a good opportunity for them to learn and to be in the energy to make a shift in their way of learning. And there's much support here in this country for children who have a need for special attention in the schoolroom, yes?
Yeah, true.
And this is a perfect opportunity for you. And what I see here, what is the birthday of the little one, please?
February 2nd, 2006.
2000 and what was the year?
2006.
2006. Very special gift with this little one. Very special creative gifts with this little one. Nurture this one. You will see great things. Beautiful, beautiful family you have created. And you are a global entrepreneur. So be proud of yourself. And remember one thing, regardless of the country, we are all citizens of the planet. And you have that spectacular energy to translate all of your work from one country to another magnificently. Stay focused on the task, my dear. It'll all fall in perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. And how did you hear about the show, Margarita?
I was driving and I had on the radio station 95.3, And I think it was like that. It was my first time because we just arrived 2 weeks ago, and then we were disconnected. And I got so mad, and I stopped, and I went to Google with your name, and I found you, and then immediately called, and then whoops, immediately bingo.
Whoops.
I could get into the line. So I was really lucky and honored.
I'm honored. I'm honored. And, you know, I applaud you and your courage, because not everybody has the courage to do what you've done. So remember that you're on a mission, and it's a mission of greatness, and to be the pioneer in the path for your children and be the way shower for others. Never forget, we are all in this together, my dear. Welcome to our family of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It is I who is honored to speak with you.
Thank you very much. God bless
You're
you.
welcome.
All the best.
God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to take a minute to go to Facebook because I want to see what's popping up over there. We've got questions, and things have been pretty rough over here for Viviana. And let's see, Viviana, what the angels have to say for you. Let me see, Viviana. First of all, you have a lot on your plate. More than one person really should be able to handle. So I'm starting to think that maybe you're running everything around like a waitress. You've got two hands, and both hands are filled with trays, and you've got so much going out, and there's not enough coming in for you. And I mean this financially, I mean this emotionally and spiritually. And Viviana, this is the time for you to say, stop. Stop, world, I want to get off. And I know you can't quite do that yet, but take a breath this weekend. This weekend, take that moment and just sit. Sit and breathe and say, if there were no limitations, if money were not a concern, if I could do anything, what would I love to do right here, right now? And focus your intention and all of your energy on that. And then we, of course, have that wonderful eclipse that's happening on Monday. Utilize that energy and see it breaking all the patterns of the old and birthing the new with the new moon. And in the darkness and the illusions of the things that you're experiencing, the financial difficulties, the weight that you have of responsibility. They tell me responsibility is great upon you. Just trust that something's going to be revealed to you. It's to take the breath and remember to breathe the breath of life, for it is the breath of life that will bring you all the blessings that you desire. To focus and to have the intention on everything. It's going to be fine, Viviana. Give it a couple of weeks, and then you're going to emerge from all of this feeling like you are back on track. Thank you so much for your Facebook message. We greatly appreciate that message, and we are going to take your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. And when I was getting ready today, I was so wonderfully blessed to have an opportunity to sit and be with the angels. And the angels gave me this spectacular energy to let me know that they were with me. And they reminded me of some of the challenges that I've had and some of the adventures that I've been able to, pull off, some of them by the skin of my teeth. And that reminded me that I was never really alone. You see, within each one of us is this capacity for greatness. And sometimes life throws us a curveball. Maybe we feel like we've been beaten down a bit, that we just don't know how we're going to get where we want to go. But there's always an angel there to nudge you and guide you. And when the physical body seems to give us a bit of a problem, and some of us have had those experiences as well, it's to remember that it's a misalignment of energy. Something is out of place, some emotion that we've been holding on to. And we need to address that first. And then work within and see the light infusing every aspect of the cell within the body and allowing us to be in the universal flow of greatness and divine health and pure perfection to restore ourselves and our intellectual being. The mind is a busy place, but it's also a conditioned, happened place that holds the memories of things that have happened to us. And then we accept them as reality. And then we begin to harbor the emotions and the senses of the experiences within. The angels are always there to assist us, to navigate our way through that. And when we walk the path of greatness, for each unique being has their own unique way, we then have the connection with the divine. And I'm so happy to be connecting with all of you here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah at 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to take a call from Rochelle. And Rochelle, she's in Fort Lauderdale. Rochelle, how are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully, Rochelle. And how can Spirit and the angels and I assist you?
You know, I just want to get really basically knowing that the workshop that I'm doing, should it be a 2-day process or a 1-day? Because that's what I'm thinking about for the soul of a woman.
Absolutely.
So I want to get more clarity on that.
Absolutely. And this workshop that Spirit shows me is something that once you have it all formulated, can actually be a book. Is that true, Rochelle? Have you given thought and consideration to that? Because I have Archangel Gabriel putting the pen in your hand and saying, write the book. And when I wrote your name down, the first word they gave me was book. So there's a book to be birthed. I understand.
I have a book that I've been writing. I have been writing. I haven't picked it up in a couple of months, but yes, I do.
It's time for you to pick up the book. Pick up the book, because the book will allow the energy to flow through you. And there's aspects of the book that you'll be able to incorporate in the workshop. Now, back to the question. Spirit shows me 1 day. They show me a 1-day introductory experience for you. And this introductory experience is to just tap into the soul of the woman. But Lord knows we can't cover the entire soul of any woman in just 1 day, my dear. So what I see coming beyond that is we do a 1-day workshop, and then you put together a fabulous 2-day event. But this event does not host just for a day and then another day, but it seems to have an overnight feeling, almost like a getaway. Some very exclusive, intense retreat for the soul of a woman. Because we know that it's in the wonderful moment of camaraderie and connectivity, after everyone's gotten used to being with each other, that then we really kind of peel back the layers, Rochelle, and we really feel that sense of oneness. So I see it coming both ways, but initially I see the 1 day. And this will allow you to give a precise, wonderful presentation, incorporating all the aspects of oneness of the soul of a woman, and also to then build the next workshop for yourself. It'll be perfect.
Thank you. That was awesome, because that's my intention as well, so it's very good.
Wonderful, Rochelle. Thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we are spiritually speaking tonight to the angels and to the guides, and we are working with everyone that's of your assistance. And we've got questions on Facebook, and we welcome your questions right here on our Facebook page and on our Periscope page. And you can reach me on Instagram and Snapchat. So find me, Sarah Spiritual. And if you are looking for your own personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, then you can reach me at sarahspiritual.com. That's SARAH spiritual.com. And you can book your session and join us for many of our wonderful events that we have coming up throughout the year. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to connect and take your questions again at 1-888-565-1470. And if you're in Atlanta, jump on board, join us, join the phone lines, and share the experience. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Attention seniors, are you as confused about your Medicare options as I was? Do what I did. Call I Will Advisors at 954-753-8080. They answered all my questions over the phone, and when I was ready to make changes, since I can't drive, Debbie came to my house, which was so convenient. Debbie took care of everything for me. I was able to keep all my doctors and my same pharmacy down the street. Call Debbie at I Will Advisors, 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
We are here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you here live. And if you're tuning in Atlanta at 1100 AM, WWWE, we welcome you on this second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are answering your calls, and we can be seen live on Facebook. Go to my Sarah Spiritual Facebook page and see the show live, or go to sarahspiritual.com. You can see the show there too. My goodness, I'm starting to think we're everywhere, connecting to all of you. And we are all connected, guiding each other. And tonight we're talking to your guides and your angels, and we're finding out what the messages are. So if you have a question, tonight it's all about you and your questions and how we can navigate life together. So 1-888-565-1470. Now, if the phone lines are busy, don't give up. We heard the caller before say she was so frustrated. She was like, I wanted to get in. And then she got right in this time. So when you hear me take a call, I'm going to give you the cheat notes here. Everyone ready? When I take a call, I want your fingers ready to dial. Because as soon as I end that call, all the lines open up again. And then we let you back in. So that's your clue. And I can't wait, because this is our 399th show. And we are going to have a big show next week. So, because we're going to 400. So we are so excited to be with all of you and share this experience. 1-888-565-1470. We're spiritually speaking to all of you and answering your questions. And I'm going to go to Al, and Al is in Florida. Al, how are you tonight?
Hello?
Yes, hi, you're live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, Al, and how can we assist you tonight?
There's so many questions. I don't know where to start.
Well, let's pick what's closest to your heart right now. What would we like to navigate? What would make things easier for you if we were to get a bit of information to assist you? What would you like to know?
I would like to know if the next month things will get better. My life.
And if I go back 7 months, Spirit makes me feel like it's been 7 very difficult months. Does that make sense to you? That most of this year has been a bit chaotic is the word they give me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. And I'm also seeing that you're feeling very disconnected and alone, almost as if you have to handle everything by yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So we're looking for a shift and a change. And what specific area would you like to know if it would be increased and better in this next month here? Because I'm feeling a lot of stagnation, and I feel as if you've been moving uphill for quite a while. And we're looking to find a clearing so that you can have some more clarity, because I feel that financially and emotionally things are overwhelming to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So what area would you like me to check and see if we'll have an improvement for you, Al?
Financially.
Okay. And there's business work that you're working to put together, yes? They're talking to me about business, yes?
Yeah, somewhat. That's one of them.
Is there a business project that you're working on? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I see that there's something that needs to get put in place to put this business idea a little more strong on the ground. And what I'm seeing is that we're in the month of August, towards the end of August. They take me to October. They actually give me a date. They tell me October 10th. It's as if between now and October 10th, we've got to gather some information and people to facilitate some abundance for your work and your business. I feel as if you don't have all the right people in place to make this business opportunity. Now, they also take me to JOB, job. Is there another job that you do as well? So we have a business idea and something we're putting together, but then there's a job, yes?
I'm looking.
Okay, you're looking for work, yes.
Work as well.
Yes, yeah. So I've got another job coming for you. I have job and I have business. This is the 2 areas that they bring me to. So I see you finding a job sooner than the business really gets percolating for you. I'm feeling as if when we go into the month of September, which is really almost here, before the end of the month, you're going to find something, and it seems to start out slowly, almost as if it's not exactly what you want to do, but it's a starter position. It kind of gets you in your foot in the door, and then you get to prove your talents, because you're very, very good with people, and you're very good with directing which way people need to go to accomplish the task. It's almost as if you're very organized and creative in what you do. Does that make sense to you, Al?
Yes, it does.
And do you work with your hands, Al?
Yes, somewhat.
Okay, because I've got you working with your hands. All right?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I also see that the shift and the change that I see coming for you is going to be a strong platform to build you for 2018, so that 2018 becomes a much more profitable financial well year. 2017 is almost like the year that you want to forget financially. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
And Al, how did you hear about the show?
Through word of mouth.
Okay. All right, Al. Well, we thank you so much for your call. Have I been of assistance to you today?
Yeah, you have. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. God bless you. Bye.
You too. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And we've got Monica on the line. Monica, how are you tonight?
Hi, is it me? Do you have, it's Monica in Boca?
Monica in Boca. Darling, you're on live with Sarah Spiritual. How are you?
It's such an honor. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Monica,
Well,
I'm seeing a lot of, thank you. I see a lot of growth coming for you, Monica. You're ready for like a breakthrough, right? I see a lot of shift and changes coming for you.
Oh, my God, that's precisely the reason for my call. I've been hoping for this.
Yes, you are ready for a breakthrough. it's, some of the way 2017 feels for you feels kind of like our last caller, Al, kind of stuck, kind of stagnant. And you're like, come on, world, just cut me a break. It's time. It's my time. Oh, God, I think I feel Diana Ross coming on. It's my turn with no apologies, right? It's time for you. This is your time to shine. And I'm feeling as if it's your time to move yourself forward because you have messages and things you want to put out into the world. You have ideas that you need to get out into the public. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And when I percolate those ideas, you've been percolating for a long time. You're like a coffee maker that's been plugged in forever, yes?
Oh, my God, yes. My favorite coffee, yes.
Yes. So what I see here is that these coffee grounds turn into the richest aromatic experience of the expression of you in the latter part of this 2017. And in this 2017 time, it's such a powerful time for you. And you are going to launch something big for yourself. And I also feel like you are quite the creative poet or writer. You have a lot of expression that needs to come out of you. Have you been exploring that? Because I have Archangel Gabriel, who's the messenger, who's right with you.
I do write a lot, but nothing really creative for myself that I can say. I wrote a piece.
Well, you keep writing, because something creative, if you allow it to flow right through you, my dear, is going to pop right in. All right?
Yes.
And it's going to be a wonderful time for you. And I'm also feeling that you're very good with events and gathering people together. Yes, Monica?
Not recently, but yes, I love people, love to be around them.
Yes.
And
I see a big
social,
big gathering coming for you. And that takes me into the month of November into December. And it has nothing to do with the holidays. It is something that is an event, something you put together, something that's networking and brings a lot of people together.
Oh, that's exciting. Could be, yes.
Well, write it down, Monica, because some of the things that Spirit tells us, we're not quite sure what it is, but then, poof, it happens just like that. Monica, how did you hear about the show, my dear?
I've been listening to your show on the radio, and it's just soothing, and I love listening to your voice and your message, and it's inspiring, so I made the call.
Well, thank you. Thank you for honoring the call within you and seeking the confirmation that the angels have for you, Monica. It's going to be a very exciting time for you, and don't put off what you can do today, because there's no more excuses. It's right here before you. Jump on board, because the train's taking off, honey, and it's your time, all right?
Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Laser-like focus and make it happen. It's right there before you, Monica. Thank you so much for your call and listening to the show. I greatly appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we are spiritually speaking to all of you. And poof, we are bringing in the angels and the guides and seeing what the messages are. And some of us have been navigating quite a bit. I mean, this year has been interesting for so many people. And some people were so excited when 2017 came. They're like, yay, thank God, 2016 is gone. And now, did you know we are more than halfway through this year? And some of us are like, holy crow, when is it a new year? But we don't need a new year, everyone. We have a brand new day every day we awake. So when you open your eyes, say today's the day. That's a new day. And I am the creator and the collaborator of everything that I desire. And then everything's going to start to unfold. And you're going to see what you're going to create. That which you focus your attention upon becomes that which you create. If we worry and we think about all the things that aren't working very well, then that's what we're going to be focusing our energy on, and we're going to create. I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Kissimmee. And I've got Evie on the line. Evie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, I definitely need a message. I I'm stuck in limbo, I feel, and I need to see which is my way out. And the funny thing is I'm not fighting against current anymore, but I feel as if the current lasts and I'm still somewhere to be found.
Well, it does take a little time for the universe to be like, is she for real? Is she really stopping? Or is she going to try to push her way through? You know, I know that you've called the show before, and I know that you've navigated a few ups and downs, and some have been based on your free will. And now in 2020, we feel that hindsight come upon us, and there's some pros and cons to some of the choices we've made, yes?
Mm-hmm.
But you have a new beginning and a fresh start. And Spirit says, remember, you have a gift upon you. And they're not about to bestow a gift to you, to only have someone rip it right out of your hands. So this is your time to get creative and understand who you are and what you can do next in your life. What is it that you desire to create? You see, don't look at work as a traditional occupation, although I do see that, phew, that would make you feel a little better. And if I were to tell you that you were going to get a new job, now notice I said if I were to tell you, well, that might be letting you off the hook just a little too soon. But that must be the comedic angels, because there is work coming for you, Evie. It's just not here yet. But I do see interview and processes coming on or around September. And I feel as if September 8th, September 9th, that there's some happening in the way of work. And did someone from a past employment reach out to you, my dear?
No.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, because one of them is not doing very well either. Have you heard through the grapevine?
I've heard through the grapevine.
Yes. So we already know that that kind of bit your hand the first time. So we know that we don't want to go back that way. But people are starting to notice that you're out in the marketplace looking. And there is a company that is, well, a bit smaller and a little bit less in the income than what you were making. But Spirit says you're actually getting rather creative and you might be able to supplement very well. So be open to the possibilities and not to have something run your life. You see, your job was running your life. And now you have life, but no job. Ha, they say. But it will come together. Give it a little bit of time. This has been a great releasing process for you, and you have become aware of what you want in both work, career, and relationships. And you've looked beyond the illusion, and now you're ready to create the perfect work environment and the perfect relationship. It's like cracking an egg and having two yolks in one. It's all going to pop up just right there.
Well, I do have to make a testimony on something that you did tell me. I want to say it's been 3 weeks now because I've been fighting for 3 weeks. But he did mention me having a miracle happen. And, you know, when I first talked to you, I'm like, yeah, let's try it. But I far that see this occurring. And when I least expected it, everything was rush, and the miracle happened. And it's a miracle that I would have never even imagined for it to occur. So I do have to say thank you and thank the spirits, because they did see something that I was really seeing very far away.
Very far away, and it's here upon you. And that's what Spirit meant when they said they put a gift in your hand. They're not going to rip it out. It's not like, yay, you opened your Christmas gift, now give it back. They're not going to do that, because they might have a sense of humor, but they're just not cruel. So this is an opportunity for you to show the universe not just how much you trust, but how creative a collaborator you can be. And I say that to you and everyone listening. Sometimes we get exactly what we want. Careful what you wish for. Because when you get what you want, sometimes it requires you to be in a different energetic force. And we need to be a little different. Because if we keep behaving the same way, then nothing's really going to change. So when we have what we want before us, it's to look at it with new eyes, not the patterned eyes and behavior and condition went ahead and moved forward and really made something happen that really wasn't meant to be. Because when we're conditioned in the mind, Evie, what happens is we expect it to be a certain way and we just keep doing what we know rather than explore the new possibilities. And there's an opportunity coming for you. So trust the process, my dear.
All right. Well, thank you. God bless. You have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to get you in so we can talk to you here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're also welcoming your questions on Facebook. So write your questions down there and be sure to give me your birthday so that I know who you are and we can tune right into your message. And I'm going to go to Texas because we have Roger on the line. Roger, how are you tonight? Roger? All right, so perhaps we don't have Roger here?
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, yes, Roger. How are you? And how can we...
How are you?
Good. How can we assist you now tonight?
Well, as you know, I've been exploring opportunities in career, and I wanted to call you today and let you know yesterday, out of nowhere, I received an email from a person I emailed back in April. I apologize. He was just getting back to me, and I had an informal interview this morning on my way to work over the phone. And based on what you told me, it kind of aligns because it is from a past employer, and it is an expansion to this area. So I just wanted to confirm if indeed that's it, because I really wasn't expecting it.
I love the universe. They have so many surprises for us. Just when you were thinking, how am I going to get myself out of this hot mess I'm in? Poof, we've got something coming, yes? So there is an opportunity. There will be a follow-up conversation to this, and it is something that you are qualified for, and it is something that will be a bit different than what you're currently doing, correct?
Correct.
This is a good opportunity. They are still in the exploratory process. Everything's not quite in place to support the change yet. So patience. Oh, yes, your favorite word. Patience, my dear. Patience will get you this opportunity. Pray for it to be of the highest good, and don't wait on one experience. Keep your options open. But I feel that this was a good introductory experience, and there'll be more follow-up. And the person did indicate that they would be getting back to you soon, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he did indicate, like you said, they were in that exploratory, that it might take some time to, but it's okay because you're employed, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're going to make some progress in the next 2 weeks, and then they'll set some things moving forward, and the process is going to take about 2-3 months, so they don't have everything in order. It's for you to be comfortable with that experience, all right? It'll work out just fine, Roger. Trust the process. You're almost home free. All right. Thank you so much. Yes.
You did mention to me the Spirit wanted me to take me to the mountains, and last week I was in Denver for work, so I thought about you when I was there. Just thought I'd let you know that as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the update. I'm greatly appreciate that, and I'm glad you got to be in the mountains and be in that energy of freedom and connectivity. It's so wonderful there. Thank you so much for sharing, Roger, and we will hold the space and energy for the shift and change to come your way expeditiously. Thank you so much, Roger. Bye.
Thank you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. Get you right into the phone lines, and we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going right to the phone lines and to Facebook. Keep those Facebook questions coming because I'm here to answer every question. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away because you know we're going to be right back.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk and WWWE 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we're going right back to the phone lines because we've got quite a bit of calls action going on here. And if you haven't picked up the phone to join us, I welcome you to pop on in. We're going to be here till 8 p.m. tonight from 5 to 8 every Wednesday night, Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we're talking to all of you. I'm going right back to the phone lines, and I'm just feeling this push to go to Karina, and she's in Tampa. Karina, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, and belated happy birthday. You just had a birthday not too long ago, so we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
And how can we assist you tonight?
Oh, I just need like a general guidance from spirits. I'm kind of lost right now, and I don't know what to do with my life.
Well, you know what? I feel that this lost feeling is also feeling, you have this stuck feeling. Like you want to make movement, but you don't know what direction to go. And you know, it's Spirit was just saying to me, like, Sarah, her birthday didn't come yet. It's not here yet. And I have, I always tell people, I have no idea what day it is. So I'm like, all right, but it's coming. So happy birthday. I belated it and I'm wishing it a happy birthday. Because Spirit's like, Sarah, do you know what day it is? I'm like, no, obviously not, Spirit. So I see this energy around you that you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And you've been problem solving for other people, Karina, for a while. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And caring for other people. Like, I feel like you're the go-to girl. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And you've neglected self, and you've neglected your life. And it's like, I don't want to be a caretaker anymore. I don't want to worry about everybody else's problems. This is the energy that's around you. And you realize that life has passed you by, and you're not having the quality life that you desire. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. And when I hold this energy around you, I am made aware that you've begun to write down and envision what it is you want. Yeah. And you're not clear yet. Spirit says that they need more specificity. Oh, I love when they give me that word. It's a tongue twister, specificity. And it's time for you to really fine-tune what makes Karina happy. Now, I understand that there's been a sense of despondence. We've been feeling down and disconnected. And what I see here is that you are looking to move forward in all areas of life, not just financially, but personally. And I'm also seeing this energy of a potential move. Is there a thought that you want to move from your current residence?
Yeah, I kind of have to, yeah.
Okay, I see the move.
Yeah.
I do see the move. And the move is actually good. So don't hold on to the walls kicking and screaming, going, no, I won't go. Because you can go. It's going to be okay. This move will open up new doors of opportunities. I understand that it's been a long road for you, but I see the change will be good. I'm also made aware that there have been some health concerns with you as well, yes?
Yes.
And this is something that when the stress begins to dissipate, I feel that you will feel infinitely better, okay?
Okay.
All right, but
there's nothing to worry about, my health.
Well, I'm not a doctor. But I feel that a lot of it is at the effect of all the experiences that you've had.
Emotional.
Yeah. Yes, but go to the doctor, cross out and rule out everything. Don't give any energy and power to something. Don't automatically diagnose. I love WebMD because everyone thinks they've got every disease in the book. Yeah. So don't spend time overanalyzing the experience. Allow yourself the time to rest. You need rest. And when you have that rest and that clarity of mind, then you'll be able to envision the life as you desire it to be. All right?
Okay. All right.
It's going to be okay. And I feel that the next 2 months will feel a little pushed and harried and a little turbulent. And then when you land your plane through the air bumps in November, things start to smooth out. Do you have an estimated time of your move?
Yeah, I got to move out of here by October. But it's going to be local. It's not, I'm not.
Right. So November makes perfect sense to me why Spirit says you're going to feel more settled, yes?
Yes.
All right. So, Karina, how did you hear about the show?
To a friend of mine.
Okay.
Recommended you, and I've been listening to you almost every week, your live sessions. But last week I tried to call and didn't go through, so I said, let me try this week, and I got through. So
great.
The spirits helped me.
Today was the day for us to connect.
Yes.
You know, everything happens in the perfect time, Karina. And thank you so much for following the show. And you be sure to thank your friend for recommending you to me. And welcome to our family. God bless you.
Have a great night. Thank you.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right in here. And I'm going to go to Facebook and see what questions we've got popping up there on Facebook. Let's see. Let's see, we've got, Lizette. Lizette has been going through a very difficult time. She's navigating some experiences that have caused her some great stress and pain. And there's a loss that she's feeling in this relationship arena. And I know, Lizette, that it was your 13-year anniversary yesterday, as you put in your Facebook message. And nothing but time can heal that loss and that pain. But what I say to you, Lizette, is steady. Be steady and be kind to yourself. Lizette, I know that the heart is hurting, but I do feel that you will feel better and things will begin to progress. And even though you don't want to hear this, Spirit's like, she's not going to want to hear this, but we're going to tell her that, Lizette, even though you've had such a wonderful relationship that did not last and you feel very lost right now, I do see another love coming in due time. So when you're ready, open and receptive for love, Lizette, love is going to come. Thank you so much, Lizette, for your Facebook question. I appreciate your interaction on the show. God bless you. And we're going right back to the phone lines. And you know what? I've got Ted in Lantana, and Ted is another wonderful person who has been following the show for years. Ted, how are you tonight?
Oh, well, not too bad, but a lot of questions arise, and some of them are health matters.
Yes.
And I just wondered what you see. I had a problem that you diagnosed a few years ago, and it was worked on, but I have it again. And, well, I might as well say that it's a hernia, or
Yes.
we think that, because I've been doing so much work around where I am, and it's become a concern. It looks like it's small, but what do you see? What does Spirit see for myself, and also asking questions about mainly my parents, you know, if they are around me.
Mother Energy is with you, Ted. Mother Energy is there. Very strong around you. It's if you talk to her in the house. Yes, you talk to Mother in the house?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay. But Mom seems to be popping up. Mom seems to be in clue. And Mom's also talking to me about records or music. You have music that you used to play and listen to her? Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
So I've got the music and...
Right
you know,
at the forefront.
and you know what's interesting? Oh, my goodness. She's showing me this very, very old-fashioned turntable. And almost like the logo for a record company that's got the horn coming off so that we could listen to the sound through the record player. This is how she shows it to me.
I have one of them.
How did I know? This is what she shows me. And I feel as if that energy of music brings you such great joy. And
it does.
It trips you down memory lane and allows you to be connected to the parents, And
definitely so.
Yes. And I want to encourage you when you go to the grocery store for you to pick up some ice cream and have some ice cream and put it in a bowl and say to your parents, particularly Mother, this is for you.
Oh, okay. Now, she used to like yogurt, the kind that's just like ice cream.
Just like ice cream. Well, they show me the bowl, so whatever she liked, you go right ahead. Yes, go ahead and get that for them. And obviously they're in spirit. They're not going to eat frozen yogurt or ice cream, but you're going to eat it and celebrate them. Celebrate them because they're making me feel like there's birthday, anniversary, something coming up between now and October. Feel there's something coming up with one of them.
Mother's birthday is in September.
Yes, so this is what I feel. I feel this energy of birthday, anniversary, this time, and I have that connection with Mother. So this energy is very much around you. So you know what? Maybe put a candle in that yogurt ice cream and have a party for Mom.
Well, that might be to do, yeah.
Might be a good to do.
I will try that. Do you see anything on the health front? I have questions about finances with the doctor, and
they will work with you. They will work with you. This procedure is not a major procedure, but I'm also aware of digestive issues or problems in the stomach area. Yes, you've been experiencing that, Ted?
Yes, for
Okay.
a while, because
Yes.
all our family has had digestive difficulties for some time.
Yes.
I mean, my parents did, and I do too.
So I'm
And,
seeing that energy for you to be careful with that. That's something that Spirit gives me the caution flag. And caution flag means we create awareness. We do what we need to do for the health to be of the perfect nature, as opposed to the energy of you having that discomfort. The hernia is small. You said that, but Spirit is telling me it's going to be a simple procedure. So it's not for you to worry, and the doctor will work with you. So I don't feel that it's going to be overwhelming, Ted.
You see, also, I'll get it in brief, is my friend who's been ill for some time, young lady, young to me, she is gone sort of with her head in the sand and won't talk to anybody. She's had a number of concerns, help, and you see a success for her. I think that I've spoken to you about her some months ago.
She needs to get her head out of the sand. She cannot poo-poo this anymore. She needs to take some action, all right? And this will assist her in healing. But, you know, it's interesting. When I look at her energy, I look at a woman who should not have the issues of health that she does. So I'm made to feel that she did not take good care of herself when she needed to. And now I feel as if there's multiple things going on at once. So she needs to go and handle some of them because it can lead to further complications. I'm not seeing any crisis now, but I do know it needs to be handled in a short time. Yes.
Do you think that we will ever get together again in a helpful way for her? We were quite friendly, but due to this illness or problem she's got, she's not about as she was.
I understand. I don't really feel the reunion quite the way it was. I feel as if she's kind of in her shell and she's not really coming out and she's not open to relationship at this time.
Yeah.
All right. But I thank you so much, Ted, for calling in and asking your question. I greatly appreciate you, and I know you've been following the show for years, so thank you so much.
I've gone to your new station. I'm getting difficulty getting that, but I got it on the FM 95.3.
Great.
And but it's not the best atmosphere. I mean, the atmospherics on the radio are a little off today. Maybe it's weather related. I don't know.
Or Mercury's in retrograde, but you fine-tune that dial there, Ted, and keep listening to me on 95.3 The Talk. And I greatly appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much, Ted.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you into this show. So I'd love to have an opportunity to speak to you. And I'm going to go to Cynthia. And Cynthia, she is in Lake Worth. Cynthia, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Cynthia. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I had called in the past, a few months ago, and I'm just happy that I called again. Each time I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to the show. Something always happens. I get sidetracked, but I'm glad I was able to listen to the show so far today. Today I felt like I had to call because I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. Financially, emotionally, I'm just going through so much, and I just feel like there's a wall in front of me, and I just want to move past it.
Okay.
And just, yeah.
So the first thing that Spirit is also talking to me about is work, because work is trying for you. There's not enough work. There's not enough flow of finances. Yes?
Right.
Yes.
Correct.
But you're doing other people's work at your job? Are people giving you their work?
Well, in the past, I was working at a job at a preschool for a couple of months, and I felt like I had to leave because I was overwhelmed.
Yes.
My first week, I didn't even get a lunch break. That's how difficult it was, and I was overwhelmed. Unfortunately, I left. Yeah.
Well, there is additional work coming for you. So perhaps we realize that the preschool thing isn't for you, right? Cookies and milk for the kids,
Right.
but you still kept going. But I do feel that you are very, very good and people can count on you. But now at this point, and I know you're not that old, but Spirit's like, she feels like she's too old for all this, Sarah. And I see that you also have difficulty with women at work. What's up with that? Like sometimes you don't feel like you fit in with the other women, or there's a woman who gives you problems in every job you go to. I know you weren't in preschool long enough, or you must have been knee deep in diapers, but I see here that there's this energy of difficulty in relationships at work because you're very thorough, you're very particular, and you get the job done, and you're not there to gossip, you're there to work. This is true, yes, Cynthia?
Pretty much.
Yes. And so what I see is that there's a job opportunity that you can find that will offer you expansion, allow you to be your personality. And let me explain. Spirit says you've got a big personality, yes?
I think so. My husband does.
Yes. So we have this energy that a job will come that allows you to be your dynamic self. And I see you interacting with people. Customer service feel to the job, sale feel to the job, but neither one is just customer service or sales. It's an accumulation of working with people and assisting people in a project and getting things from start to finish complete. So I don't see you at a call center. I don't see you taking customer service calls, but I do feel that you interact with different people. And this keeps things fresh because Spirit says you bore easily, yes?
Okay.
Okay. So I see something coming for you, and I know that you're feeling a little stuck right now, but there is a time coming for you where things are going to, for lack of a better word, unstick. And Spirit says that the wall is going to begin to break down. You are looking for a new change, something different for yourself, and you are writing out, considering what's next for you. And your attention has been primarily focused on family in these past 2 years. Does this make sense to you?
You could say that, amen. You could say that again. Oh.
So now it's time for you to begin to redesign your life, redesign your timeline so that you can find time to do what you want to do, and then you can find work that is more fulfilling for you and not take away from family. Because it's not that you don't love your family, but sometimes you want to put them all in the corner, including your husband.
Yes.
But I hope he's not listening.
No, he's not. He's not here.
Thank goodness. Great. I didn't want to get in trouble with someone's husband, but Spirit said if all else fails, put him in the corner and do what you need to do. And I see this energy coming for you that is going to promote you. And I see you building something that's for your self-satisfaction and fulfillment, my dear. They take me to the month of November. I feel as if we're still getting our feet wet and getting some things in order in the family. There's some shifts and changes that have recently gone on that are requiring your attention. Yes?
Lately, yes.
Okay. So we have to handle business. We have to take care of business at home. And then when we're done with business at home, then we can kind of break free. And then, well, kind of like kung fu fighting, I see your foot bashing down that wall and breaking through and moving forward so that 2018, January 2018, you are on track and feeling a little more balanced. Very out of balance your life is right now. All right?
You're right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I had reached out to a job, and it's online, and it's teaching online, but I wasn't sure if it's for me because of the hours. It's like in the crack of dawn, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I have a 3-year-old. And
No, I don't see that.
I'm like,
No. It's possibility, but I don't see you feeling fulfilled from a personality point of view. You need interaction. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 in the morning, I don't see you up for that. That's not going to last long. And then you're going to be one crabby mommy. And then maybe your husband will put you in the corner. So we don't want to do that. But thank you so much, Cynthia, for listening to the show. I greatly appreciate your following it. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. God bless.
You're welcome. 1-888-565- 1470, that's the number to get you right in here. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Karen, and she's in Tampa. Karen, how are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I and all the angels help you tonight?
Well, actually, this is my second time talking to you. I think we talked about like 3 or 4 months ago. And I had just recently like got out of like a bad relationship, and the spirits had some really good things to say, but I actually am now back in that relationship. And so basically my 2 questions are, do the spirits have anything to say about the relationship that I am back in? And I'm feeling a little lost as to like my life purpose, like basically what I was put on this earth to do, like my mission or something like that.
I know, and the spaceship's going to leave soon, so we got to all have our mission. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's go to the relationship for just a minute. Okay. What is the person's birthday?
December 7th, 93.
Okay. Now, of course, everything's all better, right?
Well, yeah, the relationship has obviously changed. If not, I wouldn't be in the relationship.
Yes, it's all better.
Yeah.
But remember who you're dealing with. He flips like a flapjack in a hot griddle. That's what Spirit says. Wow. So, he is not as stable as you are in his personality. And that doesn't mean he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Hear what Spirit says. Spirit says that you have a sense of commitment, and this is the next logical step, and he is kind of a little more of a free spirit. So it's to let the 2 personalities spend time together and see if we're compatible for the long haul. We're back together, and everyone's on their best behavior. You too. You're not always the easiest person either, But you like things balanced, and you like things well together. So let's allow the relationship to continue to grow. I don't see a break, but I do see some bumpy roads coming. I don't put that with the power of suggestion. I just feel that we need to notice what we notice and remember who we are in this relationship and not lose yourself. The issue Spirit brings forth is that you lost yourself the last time, and when everything fell apart, you were left feeling very discontent. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't want to put ourselves in that position. We don't want to give our power away, but we do want to be fully present in the moment of now. Now, as far as the mission, it's for you to understand one thing now. You are learning about yourself. You have been very, very distracted and busy for the past 5 years. And the past 5 years, whether you were in school and then out of school, then back and forth, I feel a dance. And I feel like there's been a lot of indecision for the past 5 years. Does that make sense to you, my dear?
Yes,
okay.
That's completely correct. Yes.
Okay, so in this dance, we have to find the aspects of school, the aspects that we've had in studies, and see what we've enjoyed, and then find those parts and see what does that look like in career. What brings you joy? I feel that you're very good with children. You're very good with people. You have a way about music and creativity with you, but almost like in a flow of dance. I don't see you necessarily playing the piano or writing a song, but I do feel that you bring some creativity. So perhaps it's to put together a program or something that you can use to teach and assist other people.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing that you say that, because I was actually like having something like that in mind, because I do love children. I love to like help people. I love to make people happy. And I was thinking about, like a program where I could reach out to people about like depression and not loving yourself, and just the things that a regular person goes through on a daily basis, but not everybody thinks that we go through that.
I know, because
so
we all fake it till we make it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we have to put our best foot forward, right? So work on that idea and see what documentation, certification, what studies we need to do to back that up and facilitate that, and see how you can take that message out into the world. And from your experiences, my dear, well, start writing. Write a book. Do something to express yourself. And I would love if you visited my website, sarahspiritual.com, and go to the sessions page. I actually have a reading called Soul Journey. Let's see what your soul really came here to do. Let's see what you're meant to do. And let's explore that a little further. If you're open for that, I'd love the opportunity to have a one-on-one session, just you and I.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
I would love that.
Thank you so much for reaching out, and thank you for following back up with us. And God bless you, my dear, and I look forward to connecting with you again.
Me too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number to call when we take a break here and go to commercial and get ready for our third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, where we're talking to our angels and talking to you. You know, it's all about you. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. You know, we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN. Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Oh, yeah, we're right back here on WWNN, and that's just me playing around on the piano, and I don't really know how to play. Go figure. And I'd love to have your feedback on some of the songs that we're featuring here on WWNN 1470 AM, because they're all spirit guided. Just like I give you messages, Spirit gives me the songs as instant downloads, and then poof, I put my hands on the piano and a song is born. And someone says, well, could you play it again? No, I can't. I'd have to learn how to play it. It just whooshes right through me. And that's the inspiration of the heavens. I'm going to take a minute to go to Facebook, and then I'm going right to the phone lines. So if you haven't joined us on the phone, 1-888-565-1470. But I've got a question from Markeisha in Facebook. And I want to address that question because there's a lot of people who are going through some financial difficulties. And I realize that it's been a tough time for some people. And when we move, some of the landlords don't always give us back all our money, if any of it. I just had a reading with someone last night, and they were keeping all the money of their deposit, and the people are in Pennsylvania. And so now they're faced with having a small claims court here in Florida, even though they've moved to Pennsylvania, and they're feeling like their hands are tied, and they're feeling bullied. And I'm getting the sense that Markeisha's feeling the same way, that her landlord wants to keep that deposit and isn't going to cooperate with her and let her have what she wants. Well, Markeisha, they are trying to keep the deposit, and I do believe that you have to go to your wonderful lease and sort out the aspects of the lease that say why you need to have your deposit back. And I would send them a certified letter, and I would ask for the money back, and then I would also check with a lawyer in case you have to send an official letter, because they're trying to dodge that experience and not give you back your money. But I see that you can get your money back. Be persistent. Do not get agitated. Do not get angry. When we get agitated and angry, we are not tapping into the universal flow, and that energy makes it difficult for people to respond to us. The more nasty they get, the more uncooperative they get, the quieter you become, the sweeter you become, the easier it is for you to make that connection with them when you're speaking calm. I was taught by my teacher, Markeisha, that when people get agitated, then you need to get calm. And just stay quiet. And the quieter you are, the harder it is for them to stay in that agitated state. And also, by remaining calm in this experience, you will not allow them to dismantle your inner peace. Markeisha, I do see finances increasing for you. Things will be better. So let's just keep the focus on retrieving that deposit and know that in the next 6 weeks, I see additional income coming into the family. Perhaps there's overtime for your husband. Thank you so much for your question, Markeisha. God bless you. Right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Helena in West Palm Beach. Helena, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Helena. And how can Spirit and I and the angels assist you tonight?
Well, I'm just kind of wondering about my relationship tonight. Everything feels kind of stagnant in some aspects of it. So I was wondering if there's any guidance that I could receive on that.
You know what's interesting is that the partner in your relationship, well, they tend to feel a little stuck and stagnant themselves, and you've asked them to stretch out of their comfort zone, and they're not really feeling comfortable being out of their comfort zone. And I feel almost like a little resentment is building up there. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that they're playing a little passive-aggressive, and they're kind of going into their shell, and they're not cooperating as far as having conversation or sharing feelings, yes?
Yeah.
Well, when is the person's birthday, please, Helena?
February 4th, 1985.
Well, they're still caught up in their little boy mentality, and I don't say that to degrade them. It's just simply Spirit says that they feel like they need people to do things for them, and they don't feel the energy to do for themselves. And you've made it very easy for them to get by. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, Spirit says you're not their mommy. So kindly and lovingly say, this is what we need to do, and you have a choice of doing this or not. And just stay true to yourself and move forward in the direction of expansion. I see great expansion for you, Helena. I see great promotion, advancement at work. And, of course, I see you exploring a couple of really new avenues coming up really soon. And that's a side project, they tell me. So I might have an idea of what some of those things might be. So enjoy yourself, celebrate you, And he will come along, though. He's really not dissatisfied with the relationship. He's dissatisfied with himself. But only he can make that change, my dear. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Helena, for your question. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you, Sarah. Bye.
You're welcome. 1-888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Ashley. And Ashley, she's in Jacksonville. Ashley, how are you this evening?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ashley. And how can Spirit and the angels and I assist you tonight?
I want to know what advice my angels have for me.
You have learned humility and patience, yes?
Yes.
And they also want you to stay true to yourself. Do not compromise who you are. You are the way you are, and you've been running around thinking that the way you are is damaged goods, yes? People have made you feel as if you're damaged, you're the problem, it's all your fault, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the case. You have your own expression of self and your own personal growth, but they too have theirs. And Spirit says, pay attention if there's consistency with the people around you. This is not a fear statement. This is not paranoia. This is not watch and look for something to go wrong. This is simply pay attention to who they show you they are. And remember to love them for who they are. And if who they are is not complimentary to you, there is no wrong in not wanting to pursue it. The relationship that you ask about, yes, there is a relationship you have concern about, yes?
Yes.
The relationship you ask about, this relationship is going to continue to move forward, but it's going to move at a slow pace, and then you're going to feel as if you're going to hit a wall, much like the caller before. And when you hit the wall, how you react to the wall, how you allow that to impact you, will determine where it goes from there. Because they do not know where they are going. And it is not about relationship. It is about their self-centeredness. They are self-centered. And so they are caught up in their experience and not willing to really open up and really be authentic. They say they are, but they have a few more barriers to bring down. So when the wall comes, it is not for you to panic and think, oh, we're not moving forward. Maybe it's not going to work. And lose yourself in the fear. It's to say, oh, we've hit the pause button. There's something for them to explore and something for me to explore. Angels say patience. By the end of this 2017 year, and they're like, she doesn't want to hear that, Sarah, but we're telling you, the end of this 2017 year, my dear, you will know if this relationship is going to prosper and grow to the relationship you desire it to be, or you're going to pull back. But you are in the driver's seat, my dear, so don't worry. All right, Ashley?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go to Boca, and I've got Karen on the line. Karen, how are you this evening?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Karen. And how can Spirit and the angels and I help you tonight?
Okay, well, just in general, any messages, and also the thing I always ask about is my mom okay? And also, my dad's going to be 90 soon, and I'm getting ready to
have a party.
Not that I want to say no. He's getting ready to leave. He wants to go with my mother.
Okay.
And I just feel like I'll never love anybody like I love them too, and I just really miss my mother, and I don't know how to deal with it.
And I understand it's been a challenge for you, but I want you to understand something.
Okay.
You don't know if you'll love anyone the way you love them. Love doesn't stop, honey. It doesn't stop.
It's true. Yeah.
And you don't need to love someone the way you love them, because you love each person individually and uniquely unto them. And the relationship you have with your mother and your father are unique. And it's a special bond. And you're blessed to have been able to say you have that special bond. Not everybody can say that. But when they go, it's not a loss. They are there. And your father is talking about your mom, though, as if he sees her, yes? Because I feel that he's aware of the other side. He's seeing the loved ones on the other side, yes?
He never says that because he gets scared. He doesn't really like talking about it, but I think he does.
I think he has been getting that sense of that connectivity. Your father, you may say, is getting ready to wind down, but he's a tough bird. He just says he's tired of life, and he says he's ready to go meet your mom, but actually, in reality, he's not ready to go because he's afraid to go. He doesn't really know for sure what's on the other side. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says he does, but he doesn't really know.
Strong, yeah.
Yes.
No.
And he has an idea of how he'd like to go, too. The man has a plan. I've never really seen anyone have quite so many plans in his head, but he's got a lot of plans.
Yeah.
And he's very organized in his way of being. And it's like, first this will happen, then this will happen, and then I'm going to go in my sleep because I don't want to go through anything too traumatic. He's got a plan.
Yeah.
But the energy I see with him is someone that never stopped loving your mother. He feels that connection to her. And even though she's not there, he still feels her. He still knows that she's there with him, even though he doesn't see her. And they used to bicker a bit back and forth, yes? Frick and frack is what Spirit calls them. Yes.
Constantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was their love song between each other. You did it. No, you did it. No, shut up. No, shut up. This was the love song they had between them.
I know, they're like the Lockhorns.
Yes. But their energy is still very strong.
Yeah. Well, they were together for almost 60 years.
Yes. And
yeah. It's inspiring.
It is inspiring. And the more inspirational part is your mother didn't kill him. So that was even more inspirational.
Yeah.
She got very frustrated with him at times because they're both very stubborn people, but kind-hearted, giving people. The mother energy is very much around you. You talk to her, you feel her. And I'm being made aware, is there two pictures that sit next to each other on a table, but one is of the mother and the father, and then one is of a mother? What is that picture that I see?
Actually, there's one next to my dad on the night table. It's me and my mom. And then there's another one on the wall above that of me and my mother. And then there's a bunch on my bookcase, my mom and dad's wedding.
Okay.
And my mom and my dad when I was a baby.
So but they're showing me two specific pictures. So I'm going to describe what I see. I've got a picture of your mom and your dad. But then there's a picture of just your mom. Is that the wedding dress picture? So I've got mom, because there's there's something about that picture of the two of them together. I don't know if it's the wedding. That's not how I'm seeing the picture. The picture seems to be they're dressed up somewhere to go somewhere or a holiday because they're dressed up, but they're not dressed up like a wedding. So you find where that picture is because it seems to be out in the open. This is how they make me feel. There's a picture.
Okay.
She's made me aware of this picture, or maybe it's something we had out and we moved or put away. But what is that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you think of it?
No.
Okay.
I have so many pictures of everybody. I
rearrange. All right, rearrange.
Okay.
Rearrange because she needs to be front and center. Picture of her and your dad, and then there's a picture of just her. All right?
Okay.
So this is an energy that I see.
Can I just ask you one more question?
Yes, honey.
What does it mean when you have somebody constantly coming up in your mind? I have this man constantly coming up in my mind. I haven't seen him in, 5 or 10 years or so. I don't know if he's somebody I should get involved with, but I can't stop thinking about him. It's making me crazy.
Well, it means that you are connected on a soul level, and chances are that you are crossing their mind as well. Do you have a birthday for this gentleman, please?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, you use the word get involved, but there's nothing wrong if you have a way of contacting them to say, you've crossed my mind, you've been on my mind, I hope everything's okay. That doesn't have to open up a can of worms. It means we're going to go out with them and have the whole thing work or not work. I didn't say go on a date. We just said express human compassion. You cross my mind wondering if everything's okay. You might be surprised. He might say, I was thinking of you too.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, my dear.
His wife committed suicide by parking her car on the train tracks.
Well, that's a grievous thing. So that is a horrible thing. So just perhaps he needs that connection from you, that friendship. All right? Trust that process, my dear.
Okay.
Follow the prompting of the
Okay.
angels and spirit. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you so much. All right. God bless
All right.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Sarah.
You're
okay.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And I've got to go right to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to New York. And I've got Miriam on the line. Miriam, how are you tonight?
All right. And you?
I'm doing great, Miriam. And how can Spirit and the angels and I assist you tonight?
Well, it's regarding my mother and my father. My mother right now is in a nursing home, and my father is home alone, and I was just wondering what more or less the status of them both would be.
Your father is not handling being alone too well, though, yes?
Yes.
He's
exactly,
not. Can I ask you,
Right.
does he get a little grumpy? He seems a little grumpy.
He's very grumpy.
Okay.
Very grumpy.
All right. He's your dad, so I just didn't want to insult anyone, but Spirit's like, he's a little grumpy,
No,
Sarah.
he's very, very
Okay.
grumpy. Yes,
And he
is a
grumbles.
Very difficult person.
Well, he grumbles under his breath, you know. But I also see that the mother energy, your mother, her energy has been back and forth, yes, and I know that her energy is very tired. She's very tired, and I understand that she's having difficulty in her movement, yes? This is true.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
And she's also having trouble in the cognitive fashion. But you know, I have to say that it's almost like she doesn't want to think. It's not that she can't think. She just doesn't want to try. And that might sound strange to you, but she's tired. She's tired. And so she doesn't really want to cooperate. Another stubborn person. So you have two very stubborn people as your parents. You understand this?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I know my father, but with my mother, we tried to encourage her to move, and she's not doing it. So,
She's not
yes,
doing
I
it.
think
She's
being
not
very stubborn about it.
She's being stubborn, and she doesn't know what there is to live for. But she also isn't ready to go to the other side either, and I want you to understand that. She's not ready to be done in life, but she doesn't want to have to try to live life. To her, life has been very difficult for her. This is her perception of her experience. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes, she probably was very unhappy where she was living
Yes.
in Puerto Rico, and I guess, my father was very resistant, I guess, for change.
To change. He doesn't like change at all. He doesn't like
Right,
change at all. And if
exactly.
he could sit in the yard and just dabble with flowers,
Right.
it would keep him busy. He doesn't really acknowledge the feelings that your mom has all the time, because he's very regimented is the word I have, but he has his eye on what he feels is important. And if for him, if he has provided a roof over the head of the family, then he has done his part. You see, he's very committed to moving forward, and now he has nowhere to go either. And he doesn't want to leave Puerto Rico. I just have to tell you that. So you would have to get a hook and drag him out kicking and screaming, because I'm not seeing a man who wants to leave.
Right.
But your mom has been... Your mom has been missing. Spirit tells me your mom's been missing people who have recently passed that she's missing. And there's a sadness that I have in her energy. And some are close in age, like related to her in that age range. But I also feel younger than, as if it's someone who was a nephew or a son that had passed. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, my brother passed. Okay. Yeah, my brother passed. And she also recently lost a sister.
Yes, I have the sister. Well. The sister energy is right there with her, because I'm made aware, the Spirit gives me the sister. And she is...
And my brother.
Yes,
yeah,
your brother. Yes. And this is something that no mother should ever have to do, is bury a child. And so your mom has held that very heavy in her heart all these years, yes?
Right.
And so to her, life is hard, and she needs to find her joy in life. So what you can do is hold the space with her to give her that light, and it's up to her what she does. She's strong, though, your mother. She appears weak, but your mother's actually rather strong. So
Right.
give her, mentally she's tired. It's mental that I see the disconnect here. The mental and the physical. The mind is tired. The mind doesn't want to communicate to the rest of the body. She's really in an energetic depression is what they tell me. But I know that
do you think she'll be able to get out of that, or no?
anything's possible because she has to choose it.
Right.
But there is not a written decree that this is the path she must follow. That has not been officially decided yet. She wavers back and forth. So you do everything you can, and she has to do the rest of the work.
Right. Right.
She's been very, very.
And that's how I feel too, because I've done as much as I
Yes.
can, and I don't see any change.
She's been very difficult. She has.
Yes. Yes.
But she feels she's being difficult for a reason. And there's no point in her moving forward because everything seems empty. So she has to find the reason to find the joy. This is what they tell me. She's feeling empty. And everything that she regarded...
a lot of people that love her.
Well, she doesn't see it that way.
She doesn't see it that way.
She doesn't see it as love. Because she can't find the joy in that. It's fleeting. She has difficulty being happy, your mother. This is true, yes?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
has been something
Yeah.
that is her story. This is the story she's held on to most of her life, yes?
Yes. Yes.
And as much as she did her best for everyone, inside she never really was able to find that happiness, that self-love.
Yeah, that's really sad.
But that's where
she
she
was
is.
never really happy with my dad because of his strong ways sometimes, you know?
Well, it goes beyond that, my dear. It has nothing to do with the father. It has to do with her upbringing and where she came from.
Okay, where she came from. Okay.
All right.
All
And
right.
so
Okay,
I feel that she will persevere. So give her that strength, and it's up to her whether she gets to stand and walk around a bit more. That's up to her.
Right.
All right,
Right.
Miriam, thank you so much for your question.
Thank
I
you
trust
so
I've been
much.
of assistance to you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Bob.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going right back to the phone lines. I've got Jose, and he's in Miami. Jose, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sam.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Thank you for holding. Greatly appreciated, Jose. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Sarah, I want to ask you about my job. I'm currently in a place where I've been there for a while. I just, at times I just don't feel like there's a future. Sometimes I feel like if I hold on, things are going to change. I feel like my energy has gone up and down, and just guidance would kind of help.
Well, the first thing they tell me is that work is not satisfactory for you anymore. There's not any more joy. There's no more excitement. It's not like, yay, I'm going to work, yes? So there's this change that could come, but they are resistant to change. It's like you can't teach old dogs new tricks where you work. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they're resistant, and they're stubborn. And you have new ideas and a new approach in how we can do things, but they don't want to hear it. Does that make sense to you? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that in the 2018 year, Jose says, I've had enough. And Jose gets ready to pack his bags and to go. Now, here's the interesting thing, Jose. They can't really do very well without you, and you kind of know that because you're an integral part of business, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So it's up for you to make the choice to change. You can have a greater, grander, the word they give me is grander, not one of the words I use, grander position, more recognition, more prestige. This is things that can come to you in the 2018 year. They don't have that to offer you there. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
You're saying they don't have to offer...
They don't have
what
that
I'm
room
looking
to
for.
grow. Exactly.
Okay.
They don't have that because they would have to change almost everything to accommodate that growth.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have the wherewithal, and they're old dogs not wanting to learn new tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that in the 2018 year, you strike out and find a new place of employment. So it is in this time that you can plant some seeds, and if they bite, great. If they don't bite, it's not for you to get frustrated, feel like you're not appreciated, and feel as if nothing's going your way. It's to know that you tried, because you've been there for several years, yes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so now we don't want to let that go, because there's stability to some sort. There's some familiarity.
Yeah.
But there's also stagnation. And at this point, you're feeling like, I want more. And more is going to come. And they talked to me about changes in the month of the 12, which takes me to the month of December. So things are going to start to change around you, facilitating opportunities outside of that place of work. So be open to those possibilities, and something will pop up. And we do not have to end the relationship at work in a nasty way. It can end pleasantly and smoothly. It does not have to end abruptly.
Mm-hmm.
So just go with the grace and know that it'll fall into place. All right, Jose?
Excellent. Can I ask you one more thing, Sarah?
Yes.
Quickly, just when it comes to relationship, I'm also at a new stage in my life in a relationship. Do you see anything down that path?
Do I have a birthday? Can I have a birthday of the person you're involved with, please?
June 21st.
And the year?
82.
82? Okay. And Spirit talks to me about this relationship being a few months together, yes?
No, a few years.
3? Why is the number 3 here?
Like 3 years?
Yes.
We've been, maybe, we've been in the same household for 3 months.
3 months, okay. This is a new juncture in the relationship, all right? They give me the number 3, and this is, now we're talking, right? Now we really get to see relationship. And this is a new exciting experience for you, and it's learning the personalities and the compatibilities, but I am seeing that this relationship is going to grow. And this relationship has the aspects of permanency unfolding before you, step by step. All right?
Excellent.
So enjoy the experience and celebrate love.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going right back to the phone lines and popping on Facebook and see what's going on there. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen?
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, Sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. And hopefully, if you were listening in Atlanta, you popped on over for this final hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I've got to go to Texas, deep in the heart of Texas, Cooper, Texas. I've got Tanya. Tanya, how are you tonight?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tanya. And how can Spirit and I and the angels help you tonight?
I am wanting to see if you could tell me who my spirit guide is.
Wonderful. I love that question. Give me a minute to tune in and let's see who we've got here. And also, they are talking to me about money. There's some influx of money. Are you expecting increase in money, a bonus or something coming up shortly?
That would be nice.
Well, then let's claim that because they're talking to me about money. I'm seeing money around you. There seems to be money coming to you, unless you played Powerball. I don't know, but there's money coming to you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let me bring up the spirit guide here. There's a sense of adventure that this spirit guide brings here. And when I tap into the energy of the spirit guide makes me feel as if they are a type of a pioneer, someone who paved the way before. There's a sense of walking a path and moving things forward. This spirit guide stands before you, and they've been with you for the past, they give me 25 years. So I don't know the age that you were at that time, but there was a lot of change going back in that time in your life. Does that make any sense to you? If we spin back 25 years ago, so that would, oh, Jiminy Crickets, I don't even know what year that would have been. But I can't do the math that quickly. But this spirit guide stepped in and has been working with you because there's been a lot of changes and moves and action that you've been making in the past 25 years. Does that make sense to you? Did you move several times?
One time.
If it's not location, then there's a lot of changes or movement that are made. And is there a thought of making a move? Because this spirit guide has a sense of adventure, as a pioneer, someone who's going to blaze forward and come up with a new ingenious idea or a different way of being. There's something new that's going to work through you, through this sense of adventure. The pioneer is a male energy figure, very rustic, very rugged, almost as if they lived in the Wild West kind of times, that kind of energy of just walking down the streets and blazing a trail of glory, so to speak. So there's some project or something that is going to come to you that this pioneer spirit guide is going to assist you with. And I am seeing a lot of movement for you. So if there's not a move planned, I do see movement, be it in job or at home, there is movement coming to you. And this pioneer is going to continue to facilitate that. Male energy. Do you meditate? You do meditate, yes?
I'm beginning to. I've been learning.
So in the meditation state, sit and be still and ask for the name of the spirit guide, and he will step forth and give it to you.
Okay.
So if I take you back to, let's say, 1990, where were you living then?
I was in Oklahoma.
Okay. And we went from Oklahoma to Texas, yes? I feel like this...
Yeah.
I feel like the
About
pioneer...
3 years ago.
Okay. This pioneer spirit guide is moving you along and making these changes with you. So ask for assistance in any changes that you make. And I also see that there's a lot of healing energy. Have you been working in a Reiki circle or some kind of healing energy, Tanya?
I have been told that I just come by it naturally.
Yes. A lot of healing energy around you. Be open and receptive to that. And you may want to explore some of the healing modalities that are available for you.
Okay.
All right. And how did you hear about the show, Tanya?
From my cousin, Wanda Fitzgerald.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank Wanda for me. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Yes.
I'm curious. Is my paternal grandmother hanging out here at
in the house?
My house.
Yes, in the house.
Okay.
You're
And
getting a
is she-
sense of her. You're almost feeling her and smelling her. There's a certain scent that I feel very present with her.
And is she who is petting my youngest daughter's head at night?
And is there a chair in your daughter's room, please?
No.
Where's the rock? It's not a rocking chair, but it's a chair. Where's the chair, please? There's a chair, because she used to sit in a chair, like a rocking chair.
We used to have a rocking chair, but, well, no, they had 2 recliners, but they are in the living room.
Okay. I see her sitting in a chair. She shows herself in a rocking chair to me. I don't know if that's in your house or where she used to be when she was alive.
Okay.
But I'm seeing her energy very much around you, very much around your daughter energy. And I get the sense that she's watching over all of you. She's not an angel because she was a loved one who's crossed over, but her energy is very, very much with you.
Okay. Okay. So when I think I'm feeling her, I am feeling her.
You are feeling her, and talk to her. Talk to
Okay,
her and
yes.
say,
I
thank you
talk
for
to her
your
all the time.
presence. Thank you for your presence.
Okay.
And I know there's a cameo or a locket or a piece of jewelry but it looks like a locket, something circular that
Yes.
she's making me aware of. Are you aware of this piece of jewelry, please?
Yes.
Okay. And you have that? Do you have
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I do.
Okay, great. So she's giving me that as evidence that she's with you. Okay. She's showing me this locket, this circular piece of jewelry. All right, my dear. So she's very
Does
much with you.
Does it have stripes on it?
I don't see in 3D, honey. I just see it's a piece of jewelry, and I suppose if I wasn't on radio and could zoom in a little bit more, but I can't. I'm not in 4K, so I can't quite see it. But I do see the circle and the locket. All right, my dear. So thank you
Okay.
so much for your question, and welcome to our family. And thank Wanda for the referral. We greatly appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank
you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to get you right in here. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go. We just went from Texas, but now I've got to go to Palm Beach. And I've got Jane on the line. Jane, how are you this evening? Jane?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jane. And how can Spirit and the angels and I be of assistance to you?
I really don't have, I'm not sure what to ask, but I learned about, like, if I see the 333 a lot or 111 or those kind of numbers, I learned from somebody to look at my angel numbers online.
Yes.
And I see them so often, and they're always really positive affirmations, so I guess I want to find out who my spiritual guide is or kind of where that all comes from.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about these angel numbers. 333 means the ascended masters are with you, and the 444 is the angels are there with you.
And then 111.
And 111 is focus your attention, and whatever you're focusing your intention upon, that's what you're creating. So it's a good reminder to watch our thoughts and to guard those thoughts and direct them into what we want to create. And I'm seeing a lot of elevation and financial aspirations around you, and a sense of entrepreneurial spirit. Yes, there's business here for you, yes?
I work full-time for someone, yes.
Okay. So I'm seeing opportunities for you in business coming forward, growth, expansion, If I give the word bonus to you, I hope that makes sense to you, yes?
That's a beautiful thing, yes.
And I feel like the bonuses in October and November, there's some type where that's when they make those decisions. So I'm seeing bonus coming for you. And
great.
this is an opportunity because you've made an impression on them. And you've been very thorough and following suit in everything that needs to be done, yes? And you're the intermediary is the word they give me. You're almost their front person is how they make me feel. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right. Kind of the head of the interaction with the people, or the lack of a better word, the business relationships and the buyers is how they give it to me. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So when I look into your energy and I look for the spirit guide, the first energy that I see around you is I'm made aware of Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael brings you the scales of justice and protection. And Spirit says that you like when things are very fair. For you, things need to be fair and thorough. Does that make sense to you? Balanced.
Yeah, that's a Libra thing, I think,
All right. Well, it is a Libra thing as well, but I'm seeing that energy of balance for you. Also, you're great in multitasking. And I'm also seeing this energy of a angel that loves music. It's a musical angel, and this angel plays like the harp. And I know you don't play the harp, but I'm seeing this very light, airy, beautiful music around you. It's almost as if sometimes we need to retreat and be in the quiet of the music, but the soft music. And I'm not talking elevator music. I'm just talking that very sense of harmony around you. And this also speaks to the personality that you have. And Spirit is talking to me about a lot of growth and advancement in these next 3 years. Growth in finance, growth in relationship and family. This is where I see the aspects of life excelling for you moving forward. And that's what I have for you from the angels. I hope I've been of assistance to you.
Yes, thank you so much. That's wonderful. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to call to get right in here live. And I'm going to go to Ivelisse, and she's in West Palm Beach. Ivelisse, it's Sarah Spiritual. How are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And how can we assist you tonight?
Just to see if I could get something that I don't know. I've been so down.
Feeling sick is how I see it. It's almost like you feel very lethargic and tired. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And almost like you're not, and nothing we do is good enough. This is what I'm hearing. Does that make sense to you? You feel like nothing you do, nothing your family does is good enough. We're not where we want to be, and it's not supposed to be this hard still. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. And I feel like I want to know when it's going to change, because it's like sucking me so much that sometimes I don't even want to do anything. And I just want to like be alone, but at
Run
the
away.
same time that I'm alone, I'm tears, or I feel like wait, my life is just wasting. Like, I don't know, it's just like this energy that I don't know how to just shake it off.
Well, first of all, that's not an energy from God, right? So we are aware that that's a whisper of energy that has no place around you. But I also understand that chemically, within your physical body, there seems to be a bit of an energetic depression. There seems to be something going on in the balance of it. And does one of your children have problems with the ear? With the ear? Is there a problem with an ear, please? Or who's pulling on their ear?
I haven't seen the kids. I know my sister has been having issues with her ear.
Oh, okay. All right, because they're talking to me about someone with a problem with the ear, and they're pulling their ear, and their ear's bothering them, and it's like they almost feel like they've got to jiggle it. They can't quite hear or something. It's very disruptive. Okay, so I'm made aware of that energy, and there's some further follow-up or work that has to be done on this energy of the ear, so pass that message on. I don't know if there's something else that has to be done to the ear, but there's work there. That something's not right there. When I also go to the energy of advancement, I also feel as if your husband feels as if he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. It doesn't really feel fulfilling for him at work either. Is this true?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling that you both feel as if you got taken advantage of on both levels, on personal levels as well as work levels. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yeah.
And I'm also seeing that sometimes you guys talk about packing up and leaving and going somewhere where nobody knows you.
Yes. A lot of times.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, I think they'll find you, so I don't think you can really hide. But I also see that the issue before you personally is that you're not living the fulfilled life because you haven't had an opportunity to really do something that's just for you. You've been focused on family. This is true, yes?
Yes.
And there's a wish and a desire, and I know you've called the show before, so there's a wish and a desire, something about school. Is this also true?
Yeah.
And so what I say to you is this. In this 2018 time year, there will be a better way for you to get on track for that. I realize there's cost associated with school, but I feel that financially the family will be doing better in the 2018 year. It's a bit rough right now because there's not quite enough, and we're getting very creative with finances. But it will clear up.
I hope. Because that's one of my things, how I've been feeling. Like, it's just, like, I'm like, enough is enough. It's like every year, it doesn't change. It's like,
nothing's changing. Yes.
I want a break.
And you will get a break. You will get a break. But don't feel the frustration. Feel the elation and the anticipation of the desired result coming, because that will be the answer for you.
Okay.
All right, my
Thank
dear.
you.
Thank you so much for
Thanks.
your call. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to get you in. And we're going to go to James. And James is at Lighthouse Point. James, how are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, James. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, I want to know if Spirit had a message for me.
First thing they make me aware of, James, is that you've been having your version of psychic phenomenon, yes? You're very aware of spirit and spiritual things, and this has been opening up a lot more in the past 2 years. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. They're also talking to me about business and money. They're talking to me about advancement financially, and they're giving me paper like contracts, legal papers and contracts. And you have papers and contracts that you deal with, yes, James?
Yes, I do.
And are there 2 on the table right now, or 2 that you're working to get on the table? Does this make sense to you?
I'm closing one on the 18th, but then I'm looking always for new.
Okay, I've got 2 documents. I've got 2 things. So if you're closing one, there's one right behind it. I've got 2 because they seem very close together. 2 legal papers, 2 legal closings. These are things that I see coming for you. I'm also seeing it's time to get away. It's time to take a trip, but I feel like some days you just want to pack up and go and just go away by yourself. Does this make sense to you?
Sometimes.
Okay. But I do feel like there's a vacation or a family gathering that we're entertaining doing, and that seems to be coming in the next 3 months. I don't know if there's something on the books, but I do see that coming. Does that make sense to you?
I'm not sure, but who knows what unfolds.
Yes. Well, I do see something coming for you. So I do see trip coming for you. I feel that this year will end as a solid financial year, but not quite as much as we would have liked it to be. But I feel it's a very strong, groundbreaking time to build up for next year. I feel that we've really broken some ground. We've got some consistency, and that this year has laid groundwork for next year's finances, for sales and advancement. So I see that that's going to be coming for you next year, James. So I sincerely hope I've been of assistance to you.
You certainly have, Sarah, as usual.
Okay, James. Thank you so much for calling, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, can you believe it? 5 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday night, Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are answering your calls here, 1-888-565-1470. Write that number down, because next week, when you call in, I'd love to answer as many questions as possible, but the angels are telling me it's time to go. And it's time for us to stay centered and believe anything's possible. We've heard people tonight say that they felt stuck and stagnant and feeling frustrated and wondering what's the point in trying. We have to trust our angels, and we have to trust that there's always help available to us. So believe anything's possible. And as we sit here every Wednesday night, we are collaborating with the universe, and know that everyone's question is everyone else's question. Because heart to heart, soul to soul, we are always connected. And whatever we are creating here has a ripple effect throughout the country and throughout the world. So let's spread the love. Let's hold the vision of accomplishment and staying connected to the spirit realm and knowing that we are never alone. And I want to thank you for keeping me such great company here on WWNN, and all of my listeners in Atlanta. I thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful time every Wednesday night. Thank you. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine. Everything comes when the stars align. Do you know me? Do you know me? Have we met before? I've been sad.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com.